I haven't set goals in years, I don't make vision boards, and I don't set New Year's resolutions. But somehow, over the past 5 years, I've accomplished more than when I was goal setting. So, in this video, I'm going to tell you how. So I'm not telling you that goals are bad, but for me, it just didn't work out. Every year, the same thing would happen. I would write down my goals, and either I wouldn't accomplish them and feel bad, or I would accomplish some goals and kind of feel nothing and just feel like I needed to just do more and complete more goals. So I just stopped the rat race and stopped doing that altogether. I'm going to give you a quick backstory into what happened. So at the end of 2019, I bought a very expensive goal setting planner for 2020. And well, we know stuff happens, but my goals didn't happen. And so, because there was so much uncertainty going on in the world, I went into 2021 with no goals, no plans, nothing. And I accidentally discovered this method. And I like to call it the one priority method. In 2020 and in 2021, I had a life coach through my insurance. And at the end of every session, she would ask me, "What's the most important thing to you right now?" And that's actually a very difficult question because I was like all over the place. And I was thinking, let me think about that going into the new year. What is the one most important thing to me right now? And I decided to just focus on that. So my framework is I focus on one priority at a time, and I spend 80% of my free time, my effort, my energy into that. And that's all. And this can be kind of scary for ambitious people like myself because you feel like you have to have all of these goals. You feel like you have to lose weight, travel, save money, and do all of these things. But what I discovered was when I had those type of goals written down, I didn't feel any alignment to it. I was just doing them and saying these things and wanting to accomplish these things because other people that I saw were doing them. And it really had no alignment for my life. So I just started to be like, what do I really want? What is the one thing I really want to do? I think that goals often compete with each other, but priorities have to get done. So why I think the priority method works is because there's less decision fatigue and you just get things done faster. So you might think like, oh, I'm only focusing on one thing at a time. How am I accomplishing things faster? Well, basically, you don't have a bunch of other things competing for your attention. So when I was trying to lose fat and look really good for my birthday, I got an online coach where I did weekly check-ins. I tracked my macros, did a meal plan. I increased my steps, went from like 6,000 one week, 7,000, 8,000, till I got to 10,000. I was taking progress pictures and I was so dedicated to this. Like, even if I went to the bar, I would get like a seltzer water, a lime, and I'll be doing steps and walking around the bar. And literally, I was able to change my body from this to this in 3 months. But if I had a bunch of other things on my plate or competing for my time, I think it would have taken me much longer. And so someone who talks about this is Chris Bailey. I interviewed him during a story I was writing about the Great Lock-In. And I was telling him how I don't set goals and stuff. And he was just like, and this is about actually like goal setting and how to accomplish things. His book is How to Finish What You Start. And what we really connected on was his intention stack, which is values, priorities, goals, then plans. So many people just run to make goals, but they have no values tied to that goal. They have no purpose tied to that goal. And they're not prioritizing their goals. And so once I just started being like, I'm done setting goals. I'm just going to focus on one priority. I swear my life changed. So in 1 year, I froze my eggs. I got into a really healthy, beautiful, committed relationship. I published the biggest story of my career. I lost weight And I did everything because I prioritized it one step at a time and one priority at a time. I feel like a lot of times we are afraid to say that things are our priorities. Like, I really want to be in a relationship. Some people might think that's desperate, but I'm like, no, I think that's smart if that is what you value. A lot of goals are outcome-based and not process-based. For example, when I was making vision boards every year, I remember I had a picture of an Emmy Award, because in journalism, you can win like local or national Emmys. And I'm going to tell you, I never won an award when I had that on my vision board. But when I really focused on one project that I felt like could make a difference, and I put after hours, so many hours into this project, it was about women who care for men who are paralyzed. I literally just threw my whole self into it because it was my priority to get that done. And that ended up being a launching pad for my career. And I ended up going to Beverly Hills and giving a speech and winning an award for that story.
There are so many important women's stories that need to be told. This next Gracie winner did an outstanding job producing how America treats women caring for paralyzed partners. The Gracie Awards for Best Online Investigative Producer goes to Amber Ferguson.
Hi everyone, thank you. In 2018, I was scrolling through Instagram and found this page called the WAGs of SCI, which stood for Wives and Girlfriends of Spinal Cord Injuries. And to the WAGs of SCI, who inspire me every day and showed me what unconditional love looks like.
And something that most of the productivity people will tell you is that your goals need to be really time-based. You have to do the 12-week year, and you have to do quarterly things, or I don't know, 75 hard, and like all of these like time-based things. And I do understand the benefits to that, but I also think that some priorities and bigger things just can't be time-based. And I also think that once you really focus on one thing, you do get them done and accomplished much faster than if you had a bunch of other things on your plate. So I know it's hard because I think we live in a world where it's so hard to just focus on one thing. But I swear, whether you're in school, you're trying to find a new job, you're working, you're a mother, I really do think trying really hard and focusing on one thing is going to be beneficial for many people. Okay, so to conclude, I really hope this video was helpful for you. If you find that traditional goal setting just isn't for you, maybe the one priority method is something to take a look at. And I really think it can help with burnout and just fatigue that I feel like most of us have in general. So I really hope that you subscribe and like this video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.